Check. 1, 2. Let's raise this up a little bit. Check 1, 2. I hope that everyone's doing great. What is going on, y'all? It is your boy, King Daddy PC. We're about to play some Pokemon Champions. So, on today's video, I am going to be playing some ranked matches. I hope the sound is okay. Hope everyone is doing well, actually. Hope you are having an amazing day. But yeah, we're about to get into some games. As usual, kind of like to do the dailies, really quick. We can get some free tickets and some, some VP, some points as well. And let's see how we do today. Hopefully, we can probably move up in the ranks. Currently, I'm in Ultra Ball tier. And like I said, before, I've been having a lot of fun on this game. It's been great, very balanced. There's not a lot of, OP kind of like, teams out there. It's pretty regulated, I think. I think the Pokemon choices are, it's fair, they're great. And yeah, let's check some achievements we got. Looks like we got some VP. I've been playing with some fighting types lately, so get some more VP for that. We got Black Belt. Oh, I wonder if it's the item Black Belt. That would be actually pretty good. No, it's probably just like a costume or something. And we got some psychic types as well. I have to click on Ferrograph. I'm gonna forget that. I like using Ferrograph a lot in this game. There was a team that wolfy. I don't know if you've ever seen this channel before. wolfy BGC, really good content, amazing Pokemon trainer. He's a just phenomenal player, world champion, extraordinaire. I definitely recommend looking at his stuff if you are a fan of competitive Pokemon battles. But there was a team that he made. I believe it was in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And the way that it played, it was kind of like a control kind of team. So back in the day, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. It used to be these, control decks, so to speak. And I think the team that he has, that he built, it was very control based. You kind of control the field with, some fake outs, with some, some quick attacks, so to speak. Priority moves. And I like the concept of it. There wasn't too much, I guess, there wasn't too much emphasis on, like speed control and things like that. You could just outspeed somebody by just using a priority move. And you'd be protected by, Ferrograph from the side because, you wouldn't be able to be hit by a priority move. So I think that's really cool. I'm trying to build a team that's kind of like that. Unfortunately, in this game, they don't really have Rillaboom yet. And there really isn't any terrains that's that's really been looked at as of yet. There's just been some it's been weather wars all over the place. So let's just see what new Pokemon they have that they're gonna give us. Alright, so we'll skip all this stuff. Alright, so we have Vasco Legion. I have one of those. All these Pokemon I pretty much have already, but I'm just going to look at, just a few sets just to get an idea. There's a Plain Body, Talonflame, Whimsicott with Infiltrator. Of course, Prankster is, the best ability on it. Then you have a Politoed with Damp, in case, self-destructs, things like that. And you have a Cudchew for Ferrograph. This one is, the ability Cudchew is, let me see if I can see what the ability is, actually. Was it X to check it? Yeah. I think it's Y. Cudchew. If a Pokemon eats a berry, it will eat the same berry once more at the end of the turn. So you're pretty much getting like a double berry effect. So if you get like a citrus berry, the Cudchew is going to activate at the end of the turn. You get another, you'll get another citrus berry as well. So you get another, maybe an extra like 30. I think it's like 33% or 25%. So your health, which is pretty good. Then we have Ninetales. It's pretty standard. Maybe not the Safeguard, but definitely I've seen Disable Ninetales in the past. Has max speed, timid nature, with Blizzard and Moonblast. Sandstream, Hippowdon, this is really, really good for singles. You know, you could just start mashing Earthquakes, Crunches, some Ice Banks for some coverage, and then Double Edge. And here's another Sandaconda. This is actually Shed Skin Anaconda. I didn't even know they got Shed Skin. It's pretty good ability on it. Then of course, you know, Mold Breaker, Excadrill, really strong, you know, 205 attack with the adamant nature. And it has, you know, actually 3 moves. You know, Throat Chop for some coverage on the dark side, and it has Iron Defense to increase its, you know, lower defense. And then of course, Snow Warming, a Bomb Stone. With Earth Power Leaf, Storm, Blizzard, and Ice Shard. So, I mean, I guess, you know, just for daily's sake, we could just recruit one of these Mons. I think I'll probably take, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I'm not really using any of these. But I guess, you know, just for the sake, you know, maybe Sandaconda. Just to have, you know, something just random, different in the, you know, in the boxes, so to speak. But you know, we did the recruit, you know, Pokemon, so we did that mission. We'll get the quick, you know, quick coupons real quick, and then the last thing we have to do for our dailies is a ranked match. So before we jump into ranked, let me just check the team real quick because I think I've been messing with it, been kind of like working around it. All right, so currently this is the team that I have. I have Incineroar, Kangaskhan, Sinistcha, of course, Palafin, Scizor, and Farigiraf, Homegirl Kathy. So, I think it's like, you know, it's just a pretty standard team, you know, nothing that like really, you know, stands out that's like, oh my gosh, this is like, you know, a secret tech or anything. I mean, it's just pretty, you know, just straightforward. You know, you have your, you know, Fire, Water, Grass, you know, core. We have our speed control and, you know, in Farigiraf, where we can set up Trick Room, and then also add some helping hand support in case, you know, we really want to just get those KOs. I like Scizor here with the Scissorite. I gave it Bullet Punch and Feint as the attacks because, you know, just so that, you know, we can block some protects, you know, and we still get the priority as well. We could, you know, also Swords Dance, get some bullet punches with a boosted technician as well. And then we have our boy Superman here. And I gave it Jet Punch, Ice Punch, and Facade. Sometimes it does get burnt, and I like to just have the option to just, you know, maybe just Facade, you know, a Mon, you know, maybe something like, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know, grass type, and then, you know, in case, you know, Ice Punch, you know, can't do the job, so to speak. But of course, Jet Punch, you know, priority. In the Superman Zero form, you know, it gets an attack buff as well. And I gave a little, you know, EVs into speed as well, just to, you know, outspeed a few mons. And of course, we have Sinistcha for, I like the support with Rage Powder, just so that, you know, we have some redirection. We also have another, you know, Trick Room, you know, option. And then we're working with Life Dew to, you know, increase, you know, our HP from time to time, and then of course Gotcha for some grass coverage. Then we have Kangaskhan. So Kangaskhan is, yeah, Kangaskhan. I mean, I like the ability Scrappy because, you know, we can still fake out, you know, those ghost types. So I've been noticing that there's been a lot of you know, Zoroarks around, and I like, you know, Scrappy, just a way of, you know, using it as a fake outer. Then it has Drain Punch and Sucker Punch, so, you know, it could, you know, we could, you know, potentially be increasing its, you know, HP through Drain Punch, and then of course using the, you know, the ability that it gets once it megas, which, you know, allows it to attack twice. You know, really strong. I think it's on Parental Bond. And with that, you know, you pretty much get 2 hits off, you know, back to back. And I like Sucker Punch on this, you know, again, just for the priority move. And then we have a standard Incineroar, which has, you know, Fake Out, Intimidate. You know, I like the parting shot, so, you know, we could pivot. And then I have a lot of attack in A lot of attack investment, so you know we're using Flare Blitz and then Darkest Lariat. I think Darkest Lariat is it's pretty good. What's up, Wolfy? Hope all is well. Miss you, bro. Hope all is well. You don't need to report me. I guarantee you that. But listen, this is the team. I hope that you do enjoy. I'm gonna be, jumping into my first rank for the day, and listen, hopefully, we get some wins. That's what the hope is. We're gonna jump right into ranked, and right now I'm still Ultra Bowl ranked 4. Can't really break that just yet, but hopefully, hopefully we get far. That's what the hope is. Wolfie, hope all is well, man. It's been a minute. Definitely got a battle eventually. All right, so we're jumping into a ranked battle as we speak. We play doubles, and here we go. All right, so he's working with, looks like a lot of weather going on with Abomasnow and Charizard. I don't know if he has, looks more of, I kind of get some snow, yeah, I'm kind of getting some snow vibes here. So Scizor is really good here. I think I'm gonna open up with. He doesn't really have any priority, so Rigorath is not necessary. I like Scizor, and this is a lead. Ensign is not bad either. I like Ensign. And I think Matcha Gotcha in the back. Well, let me think. He has no fighting type, so I like Kangaskhan actually. Yeah. Alright, I'll go with this. Where is Gengar? Gengar is not on this team. Yeah, I mean the team is pretty random. Again, like I got this, just the idea from Wolfie's Startle team. Shout out to my homegirl Lucy, she's playing tonight. Very big fan, by the way. Alright, so his lead is Charizard Slowgo. So I think it's actually safe to I think it's okay to just protect here. And switch out the Superman. Yeah, I think that's the right play. I think I'm just going to protect and switch into Instant. The thing is that Charizard might be an issue. If I kind of like dub it down a little bit and let's see if he Megas. All right, so he's Mega X. So he might be an attacking Charizard. Might be going for like a Flare Blitz or something. Let's see what he does. So there's the protect. And okay, oh, so he is special. Okay. Alright, so you missed that. Shell sidearm. Well, that's a lot of damage. Oh, okay, that's a crit. Oh wait. Oh. Alright, so what is the chances that he's gonna crit again? Is the question, right? I think I'm gonna just Swords Dance and fake out into Charizard. Yeah. Alright, so we get the flinch. There's a Swords Dance. Hope Charizard turns into burnt bacon. Oh my gosh, and Sin went down. It's not good. Alright, let's bring a Superman here. Alright, so we got the transformation, Zero to Hero. I'm gonna protect again. And then I'm just gonna Jet Punch into the Charizard slot. I can kind of ignore the Slowbro for now. I mean, I know it's kind of like I'm playing from behind, but Charizard is the problem. So once I get rid of the Charizard, I don't think he has anything that's gonna really, hurt the Scizor. Okay, good block, that's fine. So we'll protect the Scizor. And there's a Jet Punch. Alright, does good damage. Shell Sidearm, this should not fail. Alright, that's okay. Freaking Swipe. Oh, that's the attack is gonna go down. Okay. That's not that bad. I could just feint Mega. And I'm just gonna Jet Punch again. And that should take out the Charizard. So now that Charizard is not gonna be the problem. The question is, what does he have in the back? He could have Dragonite. Dragonite could probably be a little problematic if he has, like, Fire Punch or something like that. I don't think he does. Alright, so we're just using Feint just in case he protected. And then Jet Punch should take it out. Alright, so that takes care of the Charizard. Alright, so we should be okay. If I'm not mistaken. He's just probably going to just Shell Sidearm. I'm a little okay with that, because Charizard was the threat. We still have our Mega, and we also have Kangaskhan. Alright, so we have Scrappy as well. Let's see what he brings in. Dragonite. Okay, so it's Dragonite. Yeah, the hope is that he doesn't have a Fire. I don't think he does. I think a lot of Dragonites just been using Outrage. He might have multi-scale. So I can actually just Bullet Punch into one of these. What should I Bullet Punch into though? I think the play here is to Bullet Punch into... Like, what Dragonite plays Protect, right? Yeah, I'm gonna Bullet Punch into Dragonite and I'll just fake out. I'm not gonna reveal the... Okay, that's a quick walk. I'm not gonna reveal... Alright. There goes that. He's multi-scale for sure. There's a Bullet Punch. Nice, Powers. Shell Sidearm. Okay. And there's a punch. Okay. Oh, he's lefties. Okay. So he should go down to another Bullet Punch. And I'm actually gonna Sucker Punch into this slot. Or... Yeah, I'm gonna Sucker Punch into this slot. So there's the Extreme Speed. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so he knows that his Dragonite is going down. Sucker Punch is gonna take at least... Wow, he's pretty bulky. Alright, so there's the Bullet Punch. That should KO. And... Shell Sidearm. Gosh, I think it's strong. He's only used Shell Sidearm. I mean... Could it be that he is, I mean, what's his last one? Alright, his last one is a Bomb Snow. There's a Snow Warning. I can just Bullet Punch into this. So the question is, like, does he have anything against the Scizor? Because Scizor, he resists all of their moves, right? So hopefully he's not stashed. Wow, he lived that. That's crazy. Ice Beam. Okay, no freeze. There we go. And what is... Slack Off? Okay. That's fine. Alright, I'll just Bullet Punch again. Into the Abominstone. Even if he protects with a Abominstone, right? I mean, are there any attacks that the Slowbro can use, is the question. Because he'll have, like, he may have Psychic, he has, Shell Sidearm, but I'm a skill type, so it's not gonna, you know, hit me because I'm unaffected by. Wow, he has Blizzard. Okay, that could be problematic. No freeze hopefully. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna bullet punch again. Actually, no. If I bullet punch, yeah, I can bullet punch. Bullet punch should take at least 60%. He's probably just gonna slack off. There's a quick draw. But I still have priority. Slack off, maybe? Psychic. Alright, Psychic's not gonna do it. Yeah, I can eat that. Alright, and then, let's see if he gets the... Yeah, he should lose now. I mean, even with Slack off Quick Claw, he'll just heal. But, yo, I've never seen Quick Claw, like, activate so many times. I mean, must be nice. But Bullet Punch is still gonna take it out, because I have priority. And that is the reason why we run priority. So, again, speed, does play a role. But, I really like the, the idea of just, maxing out, the attacks that just running through with bullet punches, jet punches, things like that. And you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about things like Tailwind and Trick Room and things like that. So, well played by my opponent. Yeah, we got a win. It's good. Take a sip of some Mobby here. Wolfy, all right, you want to fight me on stream? Wow. I mean, how does that work? Because you're probably going to see my moves and things like that. I mean, that's... it's all good. All right, I'll do it on stream. I'm cool with that. I'll quit the battle real quick. Yeah, by the way, if you're on stream and, maybe, you're kind of shy in the chat, so to speak, listen, I definitely, like to do, stream player matches, and whatnot. I think it's a lot of fun. And listen, that's the thing about, this game. I got a Steel type affinity ticket. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so we got 10 battles. Have to meet you also, yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, you could definitely, watch the stream after, and, what's crazy is that, you already saw my team, but, it's all, fun and games. I don't really care. Alright, so real quick, I'll just, I'll knock out the dailies real quick, and, listen, if you're watching the replay, you'll definitely enjoy this. This is my boy Wolfy, we go way back. He has really, unorthodox, Pokemon teams. Really, I would say, he's a real good VGC player as well. We've been playing Pokemon, for many years and whatnot, and, you're definitely going to enjoy this match as, you may see the replay. Using the same time as sent you before. Oh, okay. Same team you sent me before. Alright, listen, I guess I'll set it up. We'll do a private battle real quick. As you can see, I've never done this yet. I will, I guess I'll make a room. And we'll make it a regulation set. We'll just do doubles battles. And yes, we're gonna be using some. Oh, you're gonna open the lobby? Okay. All right. I'll back out then. All right. So while he's setting that up, yeah, let's just real quick, I'm just gonna check the team, make sure all my stuff is on point. Just check my box. I have a bunch of other mons as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I got the invite. All right. Let's see. Let's check this out. How do I get to press check for invites? I wonder if that's in like my mailbox maybe? No. Box? No. Alright, probably gotta go to battle. Private battle. Here we go. Check for invitations. Wolfyredz! Yes, I would like to join the room. All right. So what's up, bro? I mean, you want to do like 2 out of 3? Like, you know, how you want to do this? um, yeah, man, let's battle. I don't want to spectate. All right. Change style. I'm good with this. Oh my gosh, I've never seen like my trainer icon like that. I didn't realize that the girl I chose had like, you know, long hair or whatever. All right, so here we go. Gengar, Sneasler, T-Tar, Ensign, Komao, and Blastoise. Love his team. So hopefully he's muted me. All right, okay, I'm muting you and closing the stream. All right, here we go. All right, so Sneasler is definitely something we have to look out for. I think I have to watch out for Incineroar as well. So I think for the Ensign, Ensign is actually pretty okay here too. Maybe instead of Scizor, I'm gonna bring Kangaskhan here. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try Kangaskhan this game. Alright, here we go, my boy Wolfy. Alright, Gengar Como. Oh, you know what he's running? I know what he's running. Does his Gengar, does it have Protect is the question. I'm gonna probably ignore it now. Let me just check real quick. Alright, I think the safe play is to actually fake out into Gengar. And then I'm gonna switch in Incineroar. I'm not gonna Mega just yet. I'm just gonna kind of like read his plays a little bit, just to see what he does. I want to keep, you know, the Intimidate. All right, so there's the Gengar. Yeah. Oh, so he thinks I can switch out, but I can with Carnage Shot. Right, so, oh my gosh, he has Protect on Gengar. Oh, you know why? I think I know why. Okay, he's running Perish Trap. That's why. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. Or a Spare. Look at that damage. Yikes. Let me see here. Oh my god, wait. Kangaskhan don't have... Wait, where's my Mega... I'm gonna Darkest Lariat into Gengar. Yeah, so we knew that Protect was coming. He's probably just gonna go for yeah, he's not going for Destiny Mod. He's going for Substitute. Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna keep him honest, but I keep using Sucker Punch. Actually, Double Edge should hurt the Gengar as well. Probably just gonna protect that. Maybe Parting Shot into Komao. What do I have with that? I'm okay with Double Edge here, actually. I'm gonna use Double Edge. I'm gonna Parting into the Komao. Oh, he took out the Gengar. Okay. For Blastoise. Alright, so so oh, he takes out Pomo. Okay. For Sneasler. Okay. He's looking for. He's probably looking for some fake out pressure. Oh, I think it's a KO. Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay. Alright, so there's the parting shot. This is gonna proc his white herb. Alright, let's bring in Superman here. Alright, so there's we're gonna do Zero the Hero, and we'll bring back in Cinnamorough. Alright, so there's the Intimidati. I'm gonna actually bring in him. And I'm gonna just Jet Punch this thing. This should KO it, if I'm not mistaken. I think the play here is for him to fake out into the my Jet Punch. Alright, so yo, he wants to protect a lot. Alright, so he blocks Jet Punch. Quick turn. Okay. Probably bring back Gengar. Yeah, Gengar. Okay. Alright. So let's Psychic into Gengar. Actually, I'm gonna Psychic into... Yeah, the right place is Psychic into Gengar. It's a Jet Punch Sneasler. Because I'll get the priority. It should take out the Sneasler, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if I was him, I would protect Gengar. The thing is that he can't use Perish, because I have a lot of pivoting. And Perish at this point is probably not going to be the play. Yeah, there's a Protect, that was expected. Maybe a double Protect? No, alright, so Jet Punch should take this out. Yo, his Sneasler is buffed! Alright, that's fine. Let's draw his Citrus. Alright, the play here would be to, I think it's the same thing, right? Helping Hand. No, he's not got speed. So he has, that's 3 months. Gengar. I'm gonna do the same play. This is just to keep him honest, because that's fine. Sneasler's gonna protect. There's a Jet Punch, it's gonna be blocked. Although I could have protected. Parachute, okay, that's fine. So there is going to be a Psychic. This should hit for maybe half. Oh, that KO'd! Did I get a crit? No, okay. Alright, so, you know, we're safe from the Perish track. Alright, so Perish count is at 2 and 3. Well, it's at 3. Let's see what his last month's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna bring out. I don't think. Wow, he does bring out Pokemon. Okay. Oh, his last month is Blastoise actually. So he might switch out the Sneasler for Blastoise. I think the play here is to actually trick. Because I could Trick Room for. Yeah, I think this might be the play. I'm gonna Trick Room. I can Ice Punch the Como. Now I have to keep him honest, right? So to keep him honest, Because he... It's blast us, right? I'm gonna Trick Room. And... Oh, crap. I ran out of time. Okay, so there's the Protect. I Trick Room. I protected him, which is fine. He's probably gonna close combat. Miss. And Trick Room goes out. This is perfect. Alright, so alright, the most important thing is that we got the Trick Room, right? So we do outspeed now. We do have to watch our Perish song as well. Como-O, alright, so he's Psychic Bait. He might switch out here. I think the play is to actually switch into Incineroar here. Yeah. Because we don't want to go down to Perish, right? So, yeah. The play here is to just bring in Incineroar. It's all over the attack. I should be able to take, some of the attacks as well. The Intimidate's going to go off. He's going to take out the Sneasler for the Blastoise, which is understandable. And Psychic into Como-O might take about half. Wow! Is he sashed? Yo, how is he not sashed though? Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, okay. So he's lefties Como-O, and he lived a Psychic from full health. That's crazy. That is such a roll. All right. I have to switch out here, so he's gonna read the switch, unfortunately. But I don't think he has anything for that. He might just. I underspeed the Como-O, right? I could technically fake out. Like, what's his win condition, right? He can't fake out me. Actually, he can. Yeah, I think the play is to fake out the Como-O. Yeah, I have to keep him honest, right? I'm gonna bring in back our boy. He's gonna protect. That's fine. Maybe it's Hydro Pump. He's probably gonna. Alright, so just fake out. That gets blocked, unfortunately. Watch the surf, maybe. Like, ooh, like it. That's a good tech, bro. Very good tech. I did not expect that. And he gets a leftover stick. Very well played. Alright, so I'm gonna Ice Punch into the Como-O slot. And I think the play here is to actually Darkest Lariat into the Blastoise. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, so he's gonna fodder his Sneasler here, which I'm okay with. Darkest Lariat into the Blastoise. We should do about half, just about. Give or take. Flip turn into Incin. Oh, so he's gonna bring back the Como-O. Okay, I'm okay with that. Alright, so we underspeed. Alright, so there's the Como-O. Alright, the question is, what is he gonna protect, right? Oh, actually, Sneasler goes down. So, he has to protect, his Como-O. Yeah, he has to protect his Como-O, because he can't KO. Let me think about this. I can kind of still lose. How many times have Trick Room back up? There's one more time. Okay. So, if he doubles, right? The question is, what if I Parting Shot? I mean, I can't declare what's either. Yeah, I think the play is the Parting. Alright, so he protected Como-O. He's probably gonna protect both. Let Trick Room. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, so it's Darkest Lariat. Does he live? He lives. Not that great. Life Blue. Okay. That Life Blue was coming in real clutch though. Leftover stick. He's on cooldown, so I'm okay with an Ice Punch into this slot and a Darkest Lariat into this slot. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just covering all. There's an Aura Sphere. This shouldn't take. Oh my god, I killed. Okay. Oh, you got a crit. Come on. Really? Come on. Alright, so there's the Ice Punch. It's good damage. Is he gonna like do again? Alright. I don't think he's gonna go down to Alright, so there is our okay. He might protect the combo this turn. I'm gonna show let's see, Jet Punch. He would be so pro if he protected Blastoise. That would be such a pro move. If he does his thing. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like who does that though, right? Like that has to have been like come on, like really? All right, whatever. That's fine, I got that one. All right. Now the question is his Blastoise, right? His Blastoise is Flip Turn, Flip Turn Protect, probably Fake Out, and what's his last move? His last move was probably and Life Blue. So he's just a support Blastoise, right? So it's all about KOing the combo. After the combo will go down, it's good damage. Flip Turn probably. There's the Ice Punch. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he has anything that could really like. He's probably just gonna Life Blue, right? Alright. So he has Life Blue, Protect, Fake Out, and Flip Turn. So I should win this. I'm just gonna keep this on. Alright, so there's the side. He's probably gonna Flip Turn again. Yo, that do crap! Flip Turn. Okay, wait. His attack doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna Jet Punch actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna mash Jet Punch. That should close it out. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, come on. This is gonna be so bad. Life This game it's gonna make me like really? I don't know, I mean it's so bad. We're just gonna keep going back and forth. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Side. Yeah, I think that once, you know, the thing is that I get a crit, that should do it. I mean, even if you like to, yeah, it was a great match. Yeah, you're gonna gain like 1%. So yeah, I think that you know, it's just one of those things that yeah, I mean it's close, right? Like it's a pretty close game. I mean it's like evenly matched. I think it's whoever gets the crit though, right? Let's keep life going. I don't know how it's gonna play out though. Yeah, it's just same thing. 2 minutes left. I just have to keep. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Your only play is to play the timer, right? I think that. I mean, you could probably win this, right? But the thing is that. Alright, so there's the facade. Oh my gosh, that didn't take out as much. That was a low roll. Look at that. Alright. I mean, even if you play for timer, I should still win this because I think you only have like 8 life tubes. And you used up like a whole bunch. So, you know, eventually like the facades is gonna catch up. I mean, I have like 16 facades. And I mean, unless there's like 12 life dues and, you know, you're just gonna keep getting health back. It might be a tie actually. I mean, how crazy would that be? That'd be wild. So there's the side. I mean, eventually, I might get a crit too. That was a high roll. Yeah, that was a high roll. Oh yeah. So you do get 12 life moves, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could use protect, but that's true. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that if I do get a crit though, like it's still game, right? So there we go. Yeah, the thing is that it's, you know, I think. I mean, we'll see, right? I mean, you have more time. That's for sure. You definitely have more time. I think that if I end up critting, right? And then, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think we're about even. I think I'm probably at like 49%. Because you're at 48, right? The battle's over. Yeah, I think I got that one. Yeah. That makes sense. I think I was like really close though. Like that was a really good match. Yeah, we're gonna continue the battle. Like we gotta run this back. Definitely good game. Definitely good game. Oh, that was really good. So I won the first one. You know, we'll see if I make some changes. Let me see here. Yeah, I won by 1%. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you had 48%. And I mean, I see it on the screen, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, if I do the math, like 90 into, you know, 185, it's like right by 50%, right? Because, you know, 180 is, you know, 50. So 185 has to have been like 40, you know, 49. So. But hell of a match. Like, that was so good. All right. Now game 2. So I know he's definitely going to make some adjustments. You know, his protect game is, you know, again, impeccable. He's playing it correct. I think that oh, that's the reason why King is not gonna work, because he had the Galucci. Alright. Yeah, I had to low roll, right? Okay. I kinda like, I'm gonna use this for this game. Think about this real quick. No, he might bring his Incineroar. Incin is a problem. Alright, I like Incin. Yeah. Alright, let's roll with this. Alright, here we go. Yeah, his fighting type is really good. Como is nothing, like, you can't sleep on Como, right? Alright, here we go. Como Teton. Okay. So I knew that he was gonna, like, you know, switch it up a little bit. Alright, so there's Scizor and Teton, right? I think the play here is to Mega. Mega Sword Stance. And I think it's safe to bring in the Yinsen. I wonder if he has, he probably has T-Tar, right? Oh, he withdrew T-Tar. The Gengar? Or Instant? Oh, Blastoise. Okay. That was a good switch. Alright, so let's take him out. Oh, I see why. Yeah, that was a very, very good switch. Alright, so we have to watch the life do shenanigans, right? So Scizor, we're gonna Mega here. How busted would it be if he had, like, a Fire Punch? Horse there. It's gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, it hurts. Okay. So Insane goes down. Insane, actually, he gets hit by Sandstorm, which is interesting. Sublime. He's probably gonna protect his Como. I think the play here is to actually fight. I mean, what does he have in 6 block? Is the question. I'm like, this is like reckless. Do I need the Incineroar? Like, what are the chances that he's gonna flip turn, right? I'm gonna fake out the Como. Oh, okay. So, right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, so there's the fake out Como. Yeah, that's right play. I mean, you can't allow me to do what I just did, right? Alright, I have to, alright, do I have to save my Incineroar special? I don't think I do. I think I'm just gonna and the play here is to go for the parting shot. Into the combo. Oh, he protects! Alright, yeah, he's gonna flip turn. Alright, this is a very good turn for him. Yeah, it is flip turn. Alright, yeah, so unfortunately it's the Incineroar. Oh, does he have Sneasler? Even if he has Sneasler, right? I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, there's the, okay. Maybe he'll bring in his Incineroar. No, he brings the Gengar. Alright, so he's gonna Mega him. Alright, so we have another Sword Stance. Alright. There's no Sashes on his team. He just protected Como, by the way. So that's something to be mindful about. I'm actually gonna bring in Superman here. I don't want him to know that I brought in actually, I can feint here. No, I can't feint Gengar. I'm gonna Bullet Punch into the Como slot. I mean, he protected, right? No, I have to do it. The thing about Gengar is that, oh, actually, I have a Jet Punch. I have Ice Punch. Yeah, that's the play. Alright, so he draws the Como. He's gonna bring in Blastoise. That's a good switch, man. Such a good switch. I think he's gonna protect. Right, he has to protect the Gengar. There's no way that he's just gonna leave Gengar and take a 4 times Bullet Punch, right? Yeah, yeah. Right play. So good. Alright, so there's another Bullet Punch. I'm gonna protect here. Ice Punch into Blastoise, which is fine. He's gonna take some damage. I'm gonna take some damage. Let me see. I have a lot of Bullet Punches. I can just protect here. Protect Scizor. And I'm gonna keep him honest by just using there's a percent. Actually, that's a bad play. Oh yeah, take that into yeah, that's the right play. There's a jet punch. He should take about half maybe. Okay. And Hirsch? Yeah, there's a Hirsch. Okay, so he has double protect on deck. The question is, right? Is he going to? I mean, he has to take out the Gengar, right? Because something is protecting. So Faint's not gonna be. I mean, I could just Swords Dance it again. Like, I'm gonna get triple Swords Dance up. And then Jet Punch into Gengar. Because even if the Gengar doesn't go down, right? Even if it protects, right? That's fine. Oh, but you know what the problem is? I'm gonna lose my buffs. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my buffs. It's kind of whack. Alright, so I'm gonna get 2 KOs at least, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 KOs. He's on cooldown. Alright, so we're gonna Bullet Punch into Gengar here. Actually, we don't need to. We can Bullet Punch into Blastoise. This is +6, right? I mean, +6? And then Jet Punch? No. No, I'm not going for that. Whatever's coming in for Gengar is going to get blasted. And then... I could... Yeah, I'm going to just Jet Punch into this slot. He has to switch. Yeah, he has to switch. Whatever's coming in is getting blasted. T-Tar, fine. T-Tar's going down. So, even with the Sandstream, and Sandstream actually helps you. So that's fine. He's gonna die to a Bullet Punch. Unfortunately, I have to double switch her. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna lose something. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna lose something. Is it worth losing? Wow, he played that so good. Alright, the question is, what do I need most? Do I need Scizor, or do I need... do I need Scizor, or do I need... Superman? I need the Scizor. So, alright, so the play is to just double protect, right? His last Mon is Blastoise, so I have to switch out the Scizor. Oh, I can't switch! Ugh! I can't switch. Alright, so the play is to Faint into Como-O. Wow! Wow. Yeah, I have to knock out the Como-O. That's wild! Yeah, he's gonna protect Gengar, that's understandable. Protect on... Yep, Como, that's fine. But this is why we run Faint on Scizor. So Faint is gonna go off. Yeah, that's fine. Go for the Faint, and then I'm gonna Ice Punch into that slot. That's gonna go down. That's gonna kill the Como. Okay, so his last 2 Mons are Blastoise and Gengar. Gengar is actually gonna go down to Let me think about this. The play here. Okay. What are his moves actually? He can't fake out. But unfortunately he can life do. But even with the life do, oh, you know what the problem is? I could just psychic spam. He just protect the Gengar. So Gengar's probably going to, let me see. He can't sub. Because he's faster than his Blastoise. So, and Blastoise is... Yeah, he can't sub, he can't protect. Perish Trap. What's his last move? Is it Shadow Ball? I think it's Shadow Ball. Yeah, so Gengar is gonna die. Gengar should die here. Oh shoot, he ran Perish Song. Oh my gosh! Yo, what happens? Okay, so there's the life do. Gengar's gonna go down to Psychic, right? And then the question is, who wins? Well, actually, no. There's Sand up, so Sand is gonna play a role. Sand is... How many turns of Sand is there? That's the question. So T-Tar kind of helped me out a little bit, right? So there's the count for Perish, right? Let me check the battle info. There's 2 more turns of... I love how it says perishing in 3 turns. Alright, so... Wow. Lacking. Psychic. Can I get defense drop? Okay, the depth drop. That's really good. Sandstorm hits. He's just gonna keep life doing. I need a crit. Like I really need a crit. But I don't think I can win this, because... Oh wait! It's possible I might win this. Right? Wait, oh, I forgot how it works. Oh, man. Sandstorm. Right. I think it's... I forgot the way that the turn works. Like, I don't know if... Like, I forgot how it works. Like, is it Trick Room and then... I can only win if you trick room. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I wasn't sure about what the speeds, how that plays a role. Like, I think, like, you have to be last or something like that, or you have to be first or whatever. Yeah, right, because you go down first. Right, that makes sense. Okay. So it's the first person that died first. Okay, that makes sense. And what's crazy that I almost, I almost trick roomed because I wasn't sure. I was like, really thinking about that. But yo, that was an excellent game, bro. That was such a good match. Like, I cannot wait, for people to see this stream. Like, it was such a good match. Again, real quick shout out to my boy Wolfy. Excellent Perish Trap. Excellent team. Love the way that he used Blastoise with Life Do. His Coma O was, his Oral Spheres was, just all over the place. Sneasler, he came in the clutch really early. I think I had, some control over that in the first game, but the second game, he pivoted, he brought in the T-Tar, which, T-Tar I had to really keep at bay. I had to watch out, for some potential, rock slides, things like that. But this was a hell of a match, man. I really hope that, you guys enjoy this stream. I'm actually going to get off now and eat something. We've been on for an hour, but listen, we got 3 wins. We won a ranked match. We got a win on, against my boy wolfyredz. Listen, you should watch his content. This guy plays League of Legends. He plays it all. His setup is great. You definitely want to hit up his channel. Hopefully, he does, post some stuff soon. But I'm going to head off. This is, this has been your boy King Daddy, And listen, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, now would be an amazing time, especially because Pokemon Champions just came out. As you can see, a lot of us, players have been having a lot of fun with the game. It's fair, the number of Pokemon that's available, it's just been very, very great. But listen, subscribe to the channel, hit the like, you definitely want to share. I'm looking for at least 200 subscribers. Kind of new to this, but yeah, listen, I really hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the day. Again, shout out to my boy wolfyredz. Thank you so much for coming onto the stream. Really appreciate the support. Thank you for subscribing, and I will be on tomorrow evening. All right, definitely. Maybe making a tweak or two to the team for sure. But this has been your boy King Daddy, and I will see you on the next stream. So until next time, deuces.